Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Do you remember in about April and then May and then June? These were the months that I posted some videos regarding some reports coming from the British intelligence agencies and from the Ukrainians, stating that the Russians are almost depleted of their missiles and rockets, and they're almost done. They don't have no more. And that they also reported that Russia started using old Soviet Union rockets because they ran out of the most modern ones. Well, when the first article came, it was in April, I think in late, let's say the 20th of April, about that area, that time. And I said, well, I calculated it was something like they're almost done. So most of the rockets, they are depleted, they're done. The Brits said, intelligence services. And I calculated, and I came with a date of about mid-May, the Russians should be done. Well, you can tell how done they were. And then they came in May, and then I calculated again. Again, they said it's almost done. I said, okay, 90%, that means almost done. Again, I said maybe June. Nothing happened in June, and so on. May, April, April, May, June, and then they stopped saying this kind of, they're still having them. Now we find out more. They have even more because they, according to this article, it seems to have the Russians increasing their artillery fires. Now I don't know exactly what's going on here, but I'm pretty sure, I'm certain that those reports provided by the British intelligence and Ukrainian intelligence services were just, make-believe, reports. So this is an article from Ukrainska Pravda from August 6th, 2022. This is the title. Russian forces continue shelling Sumy region, about 200 strikes per day. All right, that's not with slingshots, okay? So we have here, it says that during the day of 6th of August, Russian troops shelled Hromads, that's amalgamated territorial communities, at the Sumy region using artillery, mortars and grenade launchers. About 200 strikes were recorded. Now, to be honest, and we have to be, you say artillery, mortars and grenade launchers are not missiles or rockets. Fair. But I didn't hear any reports saying that the Russians are not using those. Remember, they used about 40-some caliber and other Uragan systems, remember? So still they have them. Otherwise, it would be a big announcement for about from now on forever that the Russians don't have those and they don't use them anymore. They kept saying that the Russians have caliber missiles on the ships in the Black Sea, Mediterranean, and the Sea of Azov. So anyway, source: Dmitro Zhivsky something, head of the Sumy Oblast military administration. I'm breaking my tongue, I really can't. It's Zhivitsky administration, he said this on Telegram. Quote from Zhivitsky: today is one day. In one day, the Russians shelled the territories of Esman, Hlukiv, Burin, Shalichye, Bilopilia, and Mykolaiv. About 200 incoming strikes were recorded. Details: at about 11 a.m. there was shelling from grenade launchers with 10 strikes, and also firing from small arms. Several machine guns bursts in the Hromada of Klukiv. And then he said, Estman Hromada, there was artillery shelling of the territory from 10:40 with 15 strikes between the settlements in the Hromadas of Bilopila and Burin. The Russians fired artillery from 11 with 38 strikes. And then it's Shalinie Hromada. After 11 there was artillery shelling, 40 strikes at 12:33. The shelling continued, probably using self-propelled guns with 40 strikes. Mykolaiv Hromada, twice a day. The Russians shelled the populated area of the community. Were there any military over there? Was there were any arms in the populated area? After 19:00, so 7 p.m. it was mortar fire, 7 strike, and 19:45, 7:45 p.m. it was artillery fire. Preliminary information indicates the use of self-propelled guns with 20 strikes. According to the head of the Oblast military administration, fortunately, there were no casualties in all cases. Man, those Russians, I don't know where they practice, or if they ever practiced, or maybe their guns are just, like that. I don't believe this. Information concerning damages is being confirmed. Whew, okay. So they're confirmed that all these shots for nothing. No casualties, nothing like that. It's good, no casualties as civilians, but again, I do not believe that's the case. I mean, and even if it's the case, they still have the capability, and the other ones are doing what? I don't hear. I hear mostly Russian strikes, artillery strikes. I hear. No, I'm reading that the Russians are the ones who initiate, and they strike here, they strike there, they strike there, and I rarely hear the Ukrainians doing that. Actually, it was another video I made, I think today or yesterday, when the Ukrainians said that they had about a few attacks with some airplanes, with some about 8 to 10, and they caused some destruction. But it was with airplanes. It was not with HIMARS or anything else like that. I'm not saying the Ukrainians don't have the capability. It's just that it seems like the Russians are especially using the artillery, and the other ones, I don't know what they're doing. But and this is reported by the Ukrainians. It's not reported by the Russians. Probably if the Russians would report or not report, I'm pretty sure they report, but we don't get what they report. They will say they did this and did that, and they destroyed this and they destroyed that, and then you can put them together, and it's two different stories. That's how it goes. So the fighting continues. 200 strikes in a day. Sounds like about right, and this is only in that oblast. So thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.